In the name of God, in the name of who without doubt is capable and voice, welcome to our own channel. I hope all of you be healthy and fine. Our slogan is Seeker is Finder. Welcome to the second episode of Learning Estimation Quantity. If you are remembering, in the previous session we will talk about how we can find the quantity by long wall and short wall method. It was very simple. Just for excavation, for PPC, for every step, for every particular that you have, just define it for short wall and long wall and calculate it. And also I would put the link of the long wall and short wall method in the description of this video, and if you have any problem you can watch. But in this episode I want to get information at how we can find the quantity of particulars by center line method. It's also very simple method. So let's start. I also prepare the house plan same with the that house plan that I worked on a long wall and short wall method, because if I am working in the same plan, you can easily release or realizing that what is different, commonly different between center line and long wall and short wall methods. And in the next episode I will upload the more rooms with kitchen, veranda, bathroom, that how we can find it by long wall and short wall method. And the next episode I will upload that how we can find the multiple rooms, kitchen, veranda by center line method. So now let's start it. But the only difference is in dimension. So how we can find by center line and method the quantity, I just explained in the previous session all this house plan. I also in here explain it a little bit. In here we have 2 rooms with 0.30 meter thickness, 2 doors, 4 windows. In here we have the dimension for our door and for our window. For our door, if you see in here, for our door we have 1.2 meter length, 0.3 thickness and 2.1 height. And for windows, our windows same with our doors. 2.2 is actually length, thickness is 0.3 and height is a 1.2. And in here if you see the dimension is 3 to 4, it means 3 is a horizontal and 4 is a vertical. In here we have 5 to 4, it means 5 is a horizontal and 4 is a vertical. And if you see here we have a cross section. It's a cross section that we have PPC, 3 steps of the footing. The third step is called plane level, up to in here is called ground level. And here we have brickwork of the wall, the cross section of this wall up to 3 meter. And thickness also 0.3, because here we have 0.3 thickness. So what is the procedure by center line method? If you focus on the name of this method, finding the quantity by center line method. By center line method, it means we have to draw in every outer or boundary of our plan center line. Why? Because if you see here, if you want to excavate the foundation, okay, for your plan, you can excavate like this. You have to excavate at the center of the wall. And if I'm also define this foundation in the vertical wall like this, okay, we have to get the center of this. Because of this, I already drawn the center line in the each boundary of our house plan. But it is not necessary that you draw into the partition wall or walls of the enter of your plan, the center line. It is just for boundary of your plan. So in here we have to draw first of all the center line, okay, and then what is the procedure? Come here, see the procedure is a estimation quantity by center line method. It's very simple. The procedure is first of all center line calculation. We have to calculate the center line. It means we have to calculate the total of the center line. How we can calculate the total of center line? we have to calculate the total of the center line in each. It means total of center line in horizontal walls and vertical walls. And if you see here, like a long wall and short wall method, we have horizontal and vertical walls. If you remembering, in the long wall actually was horizontal wall and short wall actually was vertical wall. In here also we have horizontal wall and vertical wall. So how we can find the total of these center line that I draw in here in horizontal and vertical walls? We have a formula: sum of the horizontal walls plus sum of the vertical wall. Sum of the horizontal walls and sum of the vertical walls. We can find the total center line in the horizontal and vertical walls. So, first of all, you have to find the sum of the horizontal walls. How we can find the center line in a horizontal walls? In here, we have to take in here. We have to take in here the dimension of this wall, not 0.3. We have to take from this point, from the center. Okay, we have to take from the center, and if you see in the center, if it's a 0.3, if you take from the center, it will become, or it comes, how much? 0.15. So the first thing that we have, 0.15. For horizontal wall, 0.15. Look at in here, 0.15. Then we have 3. What is a 3? 3 is actually the dimension, this original dimension of this room. In here, we should take the 0.3, not 0.15, because we don't have center line in here. We have just center line in the boundary. So 0.15. Why 0.15? Because in the boundary we have center line. Center line, it means you draw the line into up to in the center of your walls. If all of the wall is 0.3, it means the center that you take the point, it comes 0.15. 0.15 plus 3, then 0.3 plus 5. It's a 0.3, this dimension is 5, and here also we take 0.3 or 0.15. We should take 0.15 because we have in here center line. So 0.15 plus 3 plus 0.3 plus 5 plus 0.3, it come how much? It come actually 8.6 meter. And if you don't believe me, look at in here. 0.15 plus 3, okay, plus 3 plus 0.3 plus this dimension 5, okay, plus this dimension 0.15, and it become 8.6. And if you see here, it come 8.6 meter. Then how many horizontal wall we have? One horizontal wall and second horizontal wall. We have two horizontal wall. So how much come our total length of the horizontal wall? It comes 8.6. And how many horizontal wall we have? We have 1 and 2, 2. So we have to multiply 2 number of horizontal wall multiple to total length of the center line in horizontal wall. Number of horizontal wall multiple total length of center line in horizontal wall. So 8.6 must be multiplied to 2. 2 is a nothing, just number of your horizontal wall. So it becomes 17.2. So sum of your horizontal wall comes 17.2. Then we have to calculate for vertical wall also. And a vertical wall in here we have to get up to in here. Okay, 0.15. Okay, 0.15 plus 4. Because vertical dimension is 4, and plus in here also we have 0.15. 0.15. In here we have 5 actually. If you see, this is we get 4. It's actually 5. Okay. So 0.15 plus 4 plus 0.15. If you see here, 0.15 plus 4 plus 0.15. How much it comes? It comes 4.3 meter. Then number of vertical walls. How many vertical walls we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 vertical walls. So we have to come in here. 3 multiple to total length of the center line in vertical walls. So 3 multiple 4.3 become 12.9. Maybe in some place the calculation be wrong. So you can fix it. Okay. Now the method is important, not the calculation, because it's not the mathematics class, it's a summation class. Okay. So now we found some of the vertical lines 12.9 and some of the horizontal lines 17.2. Now how we can find the total, center line in the horizontal and vertical walls? Sum of horizontal wall plus sum of vertical walls. Now 7.2 plus 4.2. Okay, we have to sum 7.2 plus 12.9. It becomes 30.1 meter. 30.1 meter is a total length of center line in horizontal and vertical walls. It becomes 13.1. Now we are moving on cross section. Okay. Now we are moving on cross section. In cross section, you see, first of all, we have earthwork or excavation. Excavation, it will happen up to or excavated up to ground level. Okay. So we have to get 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. It means you have to get for excavation the height 0.6. If you come in here, in excavation, we have to get the height 0.6. Now in here, the first thing that we have to find the length. Actually, we had also formula in the long wall and short wall method, how we can find the total length. How we can find by long wall and short wall method? For long wall method, we have a formula that long wall, length of long wall out to out plus 2 multiplied to half of projection, and for short wall, the length of the short wall in minus 2 multiplied to half of the projection. How we can find half of projection? Weight of the item minus thickness of the brickwork above the plane level divided by 2. So in here, how we can find the length? But just by center line minus weight of the item divided by 2 multiple number of junction. How many junction we have in here? How many junction if we have in here? If you come, one junction we have in here. One junction we have in here, and another junction we have, if you see, another junction we have in here. One junction we have in here, another junction we have in here. So we have two junctions. So how we can find the length? Length for excavation, how we can find? Center line, how much comes center line? Sum of horizontal wall plus vertical wall. Now you know how we can calculate the horizontal wall and vertical wall. Okay, now you know that how we can find the horizontal wall and vertical wall. Now, it comes 13.1. So 13.1 minus weight of the item. What is the weight of excavation? If you come in here, weight of excavation is 0.9. Okay, divided by 2, multiple number of junction. How many junction we have? We have just 2 junction. It became 29.2 meter. So we found the length of excavation 29.2. And how many excavation we have? Just we have one excavation. We have serial number, particulars, numbers, length, weight, height, quantity, and remarks. And how much is the weight of your excavation? The weight of excavation is 0.9. And how much is the height? 0.20 plus 0.20 plus 0.20. It become 0.6. And how you can find, how you can get the quantity? Just 1 multiplied to 29.2 multiplied to 0.9 multiplied to 0.6 it becomes 15.76 cube meter. Then we have PPC. The second step, if you see in cross section, you have PPC. In PPC, this dimension is taken by mistaking, so ignore this dimension. So how we can, is just the dimension of this hatch. If you hatching, okay, if you hatching here, you have a dimension is on that. So in a PPC, how we can find the center line? Just your center line is same in every particular numbers, because you don't have other house plan for your PPC, other house plan for your plane level, other house plan for your brickwork. You have one house plan, and you calculated once time the total length of the center line. So because of this, center line is same. It's not like a projection that will change in every particulars. So now in here, second on PPC, so 3.1 minus how much is the weight of your PPC? 0.9. As I told you in the long and short method that the length of the PPC and excavation is same, because you concreting on up to level of the your excavate level. So now in here is 0 point, and how much is height? Height is 0.2. So in here we have to get, so just we have to calculate it. 0.9 weight by 2 multiplied number of junction, it comes 29.2. So in here if you see, we have 29.2 for PPC multiply 0.9 and height is 0.2. If you multiply all of them, it becomes 5.25 cube meter. Now you have to sum this with this, we get 21.01 cube meter. Then we have brickwork for exit footing and dome footing and plane level. If you see here, exit footing, okay. How much is the weight? 0.6. So for exit footing, center line 30.1 minus weight of the item 0.6 divided by 2 multiple to 2 number of the junction, it becomes 29.5. So 29.5 multiple to weight 0.6 and height is, how much is height? Height is a 0.2. So you have to sum, or you have to multiply all of them, you get 3.54 cube meter. Then for second footing, in here we have second footing, weight is 0.5 and height is 0.2. Now we have to find first of all length. How we can find the length? 30.1 minus 0.5 divided by 2 multiple to number of junction, 29.6. So 29.6 multiplied 0.5 multiplied 0.2, all of them, it becomes 2.96. You have to sum this, you get 6.5 cube meter. Then you have plane level. In your plane level is 0.4 and 0.4. So how we can find the length? 30.1, the weight is 0.4 divided by 2 multiplied to number of junction, 29.7. So 29.7 multiplied 0.4 multiplied 0.4, you get 4.75 cube meter, and you have to sum and then you have to sum your exit footing and dome footing and planned quantity. Sum all of them, it means sum this and this 4.75. You get 11.25 cube meter. 11.25 cube meter is nothing, it's just the quantity of the exit footing, dome footing and planned. Then we have breakwork in a superstructure. If you come in here we have superstructure. So in superstructure, what we have, how first of all we have to find the length. 13.1 minus how much weight of your superstructure is 0.3 divide by what? Divide by 0.3 divided by 2 multiple to 2, you get 29.8. So 29.8 is your length, weight 0.3 and height is at 3 meter. If you see your height is 3 meter. Then you have to get quantity, multiply 26.8 2 cube meter. Then we have to find reaction doors. In doors, you know, if you see in here we have 2 of door and 4 window. In here we have dimension. We don't need to find length, separate length for door and window, because already we have length of these things. So just multiply these 3 with number of door 2 and multiply these 3 with number of window 4, like this. And you have to sum this with this quantity of door and window, you get 4.67, and you have to minus, because of deduction, you have to minus your total quantity of your door and windows into superstructure, because you have the window in superstructure, not in the ground or plane level. Because of this, you have to minus the quantity of your door and windows, sum of quantity of your door and windows from the superstructure, and you get 22. Your quantity of superstructure is 26.82 and door and window 4.67. And if you minus, you get 22.142 cube meter. So it's all about the method of the center line, that how we can find it. First of all, draw center line, then determine number of the junction that you have, and after that you find the horizontal wall and vertical wall. Horizontal wall 0.5 plus 3 plus 0.3 plus 5 plus, in here we have to get 0.5, not 0.3, because you have to get up to this point. 0.5 plus 3 plus 0.3 plus 5 plus 0.5. And for vertical wall, 0.5 plus 4 plus 0.5. And then sum your vertical line, horizontal line, okay, and we get the total length of central line in a horizontal and vertical wall. Then you have to find the length in every particulars. Central line minus weight of the item by 2 multiple number of junction, and central line will be same in every particulars. Then you have to find the length and weight and height you have on your plan. You just to find the length, and then in here you find the quantity. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Have a nice time. Goodbye.